The day I found the note, it was wedged between pages 214 and 215 of a worn library copy of Times to Kill a Mockingbird asterisk. Faded blue ink, college-ruled paper, neatly torn from a spiral notebook. It read, "If you're reading this, it means you found my favorite part too. I hope whoever you are, you're brave enough to tell the truth when it matters. No name, no date, just that simple, profound challenge." I was 17, quiet, invisible, trying to survive high school without attracting too much attention. My own voice, feeling small and useless. That note felt like a secret handshake from someone I hadn't met yet, a confirmation that another soul existed who saw the same magic in these pages. I reread those 2 pages Atticus talking, about real courage, about doing the right thing even when you know you'll lose, and felt the words land differently, charged with this new, shared meaning. Carefully, I tucked the note back inside, a secret now held between 3 of us, me, the stranger, and Scout. A week later, my heart pounding with a silly hope, I checked the book out again. The note was gone. In its place was a new one, on the same kind of paper. "Thanks for finding my message. You're right, that is the best part." There was a small, careful doodle of a mockingbird at the bottom, its wings open as if in lossing, mid-song. So I wrote back, my hand trembling slightly, "Maybe we'll never meet, but I like knowing we read the same things the same way. It makes the library feel less lonely." I signed it with a simple B. For months, we passed notes through books, sometimes in classics like Times 1984 asterisk, sometimes in poetry anthologies, sometimes in random science textbooks just to be clever, a trail of breadcrumbs through the Dewey Decimal System. We signed them only as A and B, our identities secondary to the conversation. It felt like magic, 2 ghosts haunting the same shelves, speaking in paper and ink, building a friendship from marginalia and shared silence. The library became a place of thrilling possibility, every shelf a potential mailbox. Then one spring, the notes stopped. I checked our usual spots for weeks, but found nothing. I left one last message in a copy of Times, the Great Gatsby asterisk, a book we'd both loved. "If you ever read this, I hope you got everything you dreamed of and none of what broke him. B." I let the book go back into circulation, a message in a bottle tossed into a sea of stories. 10 years later, I came back to that same library while visiting my parents. It had been renovated, everything brighter but somehow smaller, the scent of old paper replaced by the hum of computers. Out of a deep nostalgic curiosity, I found the fiction section and pulled the same worn copy of Times to Kill a Mockingbird, Times, from the shelf. My breath caught. Inside, tucked between pages 214 and 215, was a new note written in a newer, more confident handwriting, but with the same familiar initials, A, at the bottom. "Still brave? The world still needs it." I laughed right there in the quiet aisle, tears welling in my eyes. The librarian glanced over, confused, but I didn't care. The ghost was back, and the magic was still alive. I found a scrap of paper in my bag and wrote a reply, my own handwriting now steadier than it was at 17. "Still trying, and still reading. It's good to know you're out there, B." I slipped,